NFL on EA Sports, and you get a look inside a hot and humid Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams, and the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Another tote for Etienne. Escapes the defender. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Lawrence. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Quick move by Miller.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down, New Orleans.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Rattler. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Rattler.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
From midfield now, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lawrence on the sneak, and he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Buying time to his left.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Saints' 10-yard line.
Now Lawrence throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Cam Little.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
Cam Little.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The
Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Rattler wants to throw it.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To the air is Rattler.
Gets this one to Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st down, Saints.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. The slot man in motion right.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
30-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New Orleans.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill from 19 yards away.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Groupie for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
No gain on the
Call
play.
it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In motion goes the tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That tackle for loss earned by Alontae Taylor.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Again, it's Lawrence. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Jaguars.
A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Cam Little to kick off.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A gain of 12. And a Saints first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Play action, now Rattler.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
On the counter, here's Kamara.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now Rattler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw.
Olave holds it in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21.
So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard
and out now
line
comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. This is 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence.
He completes it to Hunter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing now, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Brenton Strange. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunter. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
First down and goal to go.
Here's 1st and goal. Lawrence.
He's got it. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 7, 40 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw.
He's got his target. It's Olave.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
He's back to throw.
Connecting with Hill.
Rattler's pass complete to Taysom Hill. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.